Hello people! So, I got into Datapack making, so I'm just gonna show you some of the recipes I made. So you're like,
They're horrible.
green dye!
Put the green dye one.
Really bad and really annoying to get, right? So why can't you just...
Yeah.
See, normally you have to go all the way to a desert, which could be thousands of blocks away, get a cactus, and then go all the way back, and then cook it, and you have like 9 green dye from like 9 cactus. So this is a way better way to get it. Blue dye can be found in swamps as blue orchids, and yellow dye is dandelions and sunflowers. So you just mix the two, which makes sense. Blue plus yellow equals green. If you want lime dye, just add like bone meal to that. I have some other recipes, such as Nautilus armor. It's really rare right now, and could be a pain in the butt to get. So, I'm gonna take this. Let's say diamonds. We want diamond Nautilus armor. Just surround it and boop. Whole bunch of Nautilus armor. Really quick, right? And now, we're going to grab something different. Something that pissed me off a little bit about super flat worlds is that if you're on a super flat world, deep slate is unobtainable. Physically unobtainable. So I added a really simple recipe that works. It's just 8 cobblestone and 1 lava bucket. You get a cobbled deep slate, which may not sound like much, but yeah, that's pretty good. So, you're like, let's say somebody went to the end and stole all the elytras, right? They got all the elytras to themselves. You're like, how am I gonna get an elytra? Well, it's an expensive recipe, but it's manageable if you're desperate enough for an elytra. This should work. It's just a tad bit expensive. Yay! So elytras are craftable, but they require late game materials, making it more balanced. Let's say you have a whole abundance of charcoal. You might not be able to compact it easily. That might be a pain. Oh wait. And now we just... Charcoal is the same as coal now. Why did I do this? Because they're literally the same pretty much. The only real difference is the texture, and charcoal is renewable better, more easily, and didn't have a compaction block. Now it just becomes coal because I don't want to add a new block. That seems like a pain. So, coal block. Speaking of coal block, we're gonna need some of these, a lot. Let's say you want some diamonds, right? Wanna dupe your diamond, you only have 1, let's say. 1. Well, now you have coal blocks. Did I do the recipe wrong? Oh crap, I think it's... So you use 8 coal blocks and you get 4 more diamonds. We just boop. Boop. So we now have 33 diamonds. It only took a stack of coal blocks. I think that's semi-balanced. What also pissed me off is... Alright, let's say you don't have any villagers in the world, but you want bells for some reason, right? And you really don't want to go to the hassle of getting villagers, right? They're not craftable. Bells are not craftable for some unholy reason. Why? So the recipe's a bit expensive. Just a bit expensive. But I guess it's kind of fair since you kind of have to use this much gold block, or 1 gold block, to even like buy a bell. But I think it makes sense that Steve should be able to do this. Because Steve is built different. He can literally bend metal into different shapes and forge it with his bare hands. Why can't he make a bell? It's not that hard. Alright, next thing. Give me a sec. Tall grass is also not renewable. And because when you break the block, you get with shears, you get 2 short grass. I thought this would be nice. So tall grass is now renewable as an item, making it obtainable in Skyblock as an item, which are in every world, and it's now renewable, just like elytras now are, and Hearts of the Sea. I just added a little recipe for it. It's absurdly expensive. It's really expensive, but instead of traveling around getting one from the chest really easily, you can. It is farmable. It's just difficult. You need prismarine crystals and whole diamond blocks. I should have used lapis, but sad. Boop. And boop. And then boop, boop, boop. So they're expensive, but they're renewable, especially with my new diamond recipe. But yay, they're renewable, which means you can have infinite conduits in a world. Originally, you can only have a finite amount. So, you know how enchanted golden apples aren't renewable? Well, they're expensive. It's about the original recipe, just slightly more expensive, using a golden apple instead of a normal apple. Boom. You have 8, and it took a whole stack of gold blocks, which is very manageable for a very stacked player, but if you're not stacked, then you don't have a really good gold farm. Maybe you can craft 1 or 2, because that's a lot of gold. But I think this is a fair recipe. It's expensive, and it's more balanced. Requires golden apples, so you can't just have like 8 gold blocks. You also have to have 8 golden ingots, which that's dumb. There's probably a better way to do this, but you know what? It works. So you may have something, right? You have gold, for example. Some things aren't renewable for some reason, and it's really dumb. You know what? Blackstone. Not blackstone normally, but gilded blackstone. Why is gilded blackstone not renewable? Is what I would say. There wasn't a recipe. If I did it right, yay! It works. Somehow, Misode is amazing. I'm not sponsored, by the way, but Misode. Misode is awesome. Bruh.
You're gonna be able to get sponsored one day, though.
No, I don't want to yet.
Unless you do. Unless you don't do it.
Yay!
You also
Gilded
have to
Blackstone.
pay money
Shut
for
up.
this and
Shut up, Bob.
phone number.
You can be quiet. Alright, so, you know what else? It's renewable, except it has a horrid recipe. Vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, this is just Datapack, but... So you take Blackstone, right? And a lave bucket. If I showed you this already. But take the lava bucket, round with Blackstone, you get magma blocks, which makes way more sense because that kind of looks very similar. Like this top bit. It looks similar, and this is, you could say it's close to the netherrack, but Blackstone I just like better for it, so screw you. And it could just, the texture kind of looks like it could just be like more heated, but also